Hello, and welcome everybody. Welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the official Lotro Twitch channel, Lotro stream, and I am your host, Little Redhead. I will be taking you around the world of Middle Earth today, specifically, most likely, the Yule festival, and and then we're hoping to do some giveaways. And then in real life, well, it's really big like that. We might see the cats. They're currently further over having some fun with toys, so maybe they'll eventually come this way. We'll see. Hello, Sandy. Good to see you as well. Oh, and on the table back there I've got my little Kerst village with little lights and stuff in it. So I turned off some of the lights in the room so see if you all could see it, but I'm not sure if the lights show up, but it's very cute. So that's also hanging out in the background with us. Maybe I'll just scoot over a little bit. There we go. How's that? Then you can still see the Kerst village back there behind me. So, all right. Well, I am here today. And yes, hello to everybody in chat. There's already been some lovely chat going on. So we've got a Durin at our service and our families, of course. We have some Meilavanen. We have a good morning. We have a good evening from us because we are in the Netherlands and it is dark already. So I think we are doing well. Glorfindel, nice to see you in the chat too. So, so today I'm going to just kind of do a little bit of first of the day sort of things, checking the ingredient crates and getting my Hobbit present, of course, hoping for something good. And then we'll run off to the Yule Festival because the Yule Festival is still happening. So let's go ahead and start with these ingredient crates. So if you are not familiar with these things, one of our kinmates has these in her yard. It's fantastic. So there's two different kinds. There's the premium ingredient crate, which gives you 6 universal ingredient packs. And then there's the regular ingredient crate, which gives you 3. You have to be a minimum level 15 to use either of these boxes. Anybody can use the regular ingredient crate you see over on the far side there. But the one on this side, this is only available if you're a subscriber, like a lifetime subscriber, a VIP, any of those would work. So I am a VIP subscriber. I, pay once a year and it just covers the whole year. It's great. And so I'm able to pick up both of those. So every character, you could do that once every 24 hours, and it is a 24-hour clock for that character. So I can't open this one again. Oh, sorry, 22 hours. It's a 22-hour rolling window. So I can pick this up again in 21 hours and 59 minutes. So that's not bad. So every day you just pop in, grab your stuff, and keep rolling. Now, the reason why these are really cool is, let's say I wanted to make something, and I just want to make something for one of my own characters. Like, I'm not making for something for somebody else. And I'm like, oh, this Westfold campaign hat looks really great. Oh, I don't have tools. I have to get tools. But I could use 2 finished Kalinard leathers, or I could just use 4 universal ingredient packs. Doesn't use up any of my other stuff then. It's really handy for things like guild stuff, especially the guild stuff where you have to have like 5 different things. These aren't too bad. But even still, like this one. Okay, so I need some finished Kalinard leathers. I could probably get those. A Westfold pattern. Okay, that's a guild thing. But yeah, I could probably make one of those if I haven't already used it and consumed it today. But then one of those sigils, well, if you don't have one of those, if you're just making it for yourself, again, you could use these universal ingredient packs. It would use 10 of them. Whoop-de-doo, I just picked up 9, right? So I'm good. And then I could make that and I can give it to any one of my characters. So the stuff you make with the universal ingredient packs are bound to your characters. They're bound to your account. But at least it lets you make stuff like super cheap, basically. So that's pretty neat. So I am a big fan of picking those up, even on my alt accounts. Like I have some alt accounts, and they're free to play. So they cannot pick up the premium one, but they can still pick up the regular one, and that's 3 a day. So that's still a good deal. I don't craft with them very often. They're really more hanging out to play music and hobnanigans. That's really their jam. Let's see, how's my Wenda set up? I've got 10 days left on my subscriber town services, so I don't need to check Wenda today. I'm good. And let's see, let's check the Hobbit. I have a silver Hobbit present available. And it is a stat tome box of fate. That's actually not bad. Let's see. Because this is my main character on Treebeard. I'm on Treebeard. as you can see in the words at the top of the screen there. Let's see. If I open up this, sorry, I think before I was trying to get my attention, but I'm not sure why. Tome of Fate 2. That ain't bad. I talked about it. So I think I will double check my vault, make sure I don't have one already that I've just like not paid attention to. Nope, I don't. How about tome? Wow, I don't have any of these in here. Interesting. Oh, but you know what I do need to grab out of my... Yeah, I thought I had some. There we go. Okay, so I've got a Fate 3, a Fate 4, a Will 4. These drop from various things. Oh, like the festival. So if I got a 2, oh yeah, this is great. All right, I'm going to get that 2. Now I can do that. Now, what it does is it just gives you... Oops. Let me get out of that. It gives your character like a little extra bump here. So like I'm at 675. So now I'm at 684. Ain't bad. But now I can take this 3, which means I'll then be able to take that 4. So I'm at 684, 690, and 699. Well, that's kind of neat. Cool. Fantastic. So now I've just bumped up my Fate, which as a hunter, Fate increases your critical rating. That's important. In combat morale regeneration, power regeneration, tactical mitigation, resistance rating, and finesse. Oh, well, Fate sounds actually quite good for me then. Those are all important things. Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Silver Hobbit gift. That was quite awesome. Oh, and then what I forgot to get while I was in there. So I have a Fateful, speaking of Fate, Fateful toolkit, which I got from one of the expansions. It was the, so you know how they have the expansions where you can get like the basic one that's like $20 or 20 euros. And it has like just the expansion. And then you've got like this middle one, which is like 50, and it gives you like maybe a mount and some cosmetics and maybe some other goodies, a pet. And then there's the big one, which gives you like, maybe the mount doesn't come with the first one, maybe it comes with the last one, extra goodies, more pets, more cosmetics, like all that kind of thing, right? So I got this from, I think it was Gundabad, Fate of Gundabad probably. And what it does, it's a universal toolkit, so it gives me a little bit of everything, which is great. So I've got, you know, critical chance on cook, jeweler, metal, scholar, tailor, weapons, wood, farmer, forester. Oh, and then the farmer, forester, prospector, scholar, that's the like time it takes you to mine those things. That's faster, which is great. But I also get plus 10% wallet barter tokens for festival and landscape when I have this equipped. So we're going to equip that. So now I have that back on me. Yay. So as I'm getting festival tokens, I'm going to get 10% more, and it rounds up, which is fun. So if I get 2, I get 3. Because if you get 2, you get 2.2, which rounds up to 3. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so let's scooch rid of these things. I got a bunch of mission-y stuff there. All right, so let's run off to Bree. So I've been hanging out here in the Shire homesteads. That's where my house is. That's where our kinmate's house is with the boxes. So that's just an easy place to start for me. But then I am going to go to the festival. So if you haven't seen how to get to the festival, the Yule festival's on. This is the last week of the Yule festival. It finishes up. Let me pull this up. I have events listed. Oh, actually, I can... Have I updated my... I try to keep my biography updated, because that way I can just look at my biography on whatever character I'm on, and it's really easy to find. So, let's see. And, oh, did I already... Oh, I already got rid of the Yule Festival. So, it goes through... I was looking it up earlier. It goes through Tuesday at 3 a.m. So, basically, Monday is your last... opportunity for the festival. So today is Tuesday, so you've got basically, you know, if you include today, you've got 7 days, 7 full days of festival. So if you're trying to get any special things or get the tokens or anything like that, you should be good to go. But you gotta probably keep at it at this point. Okay, so we've got a festival announcer right here. And this guy is free, and he takes me right to Winterhome, which is great, because that's where the festival happens. So this one, the Yule Festival and a couple others, they kind of take place like in an instance situation. So you can't just like come walking in here from the landscape, you know, wandering in. You have to get here, you know, through some other means. So we are now in Frost Bluff, which is, this whole area is Frost Bluff, the whole region. And then we are in the town here in the corner behind my head is Winterhome. Let's see, if I go into Winterhome, I don't think it changes. I think the map stays the entire thing, but let's double check. So I'm gonna run into Winterhome here. Yeah, it's still the same. That's so funny. I'm trying to remember how to, if I want to get rid of my head. If I want to get rid of my head, how do I do that? I always keep my head here, you see. 15, 15, server text, full frame. Oh, ha! Well, that doesn't help. We got the flag. There we go. Now you can see Winterhome. So you can see me in this little, I'm the little triangle here, turning in a circle. There's Winterhome. All right, let's bring me back. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the wrong one. Ha! I clicked on a different video. I'm like, uh-oh, did I break it? Okay, let's get out of there. All right, so now we're in Winterhome, and this is where the Yule Festival takes place. Oh, hey, let's do a giveaway. Let's get a giveaway going on. So we had Extra Life just happened not long ago, which is a thing where gamers come together and spend like a day. Well, originally it was a day raising money for children's hospitals in like North America. But then it's kind of expanded to like a whole month and expanded into kind of like a whole year. So, so I participated, I did, we did like, as part of the stream team, sorry, my hair is in my way. As part of the stream team, we did like a whole day of streaming the day before the official date. So like on the Friday instead of the Saturday. And then we were raising money the whole time. So if you donated to Extra Life, you could make requests off of the community loot list for giveaways. So I picked some things from myself, but then I picked a whole bunch of extra stuff so I could give it away on stream. Yeah, so we'll start off with that. So we are going to start off with a sleeping gray cat, which is a housing item. And that's so funny. I didn't think about that. I should have looked here. We're gonna rewind, and I'm gonna go back to my house because I'm pretty sure I have a sleeping gray cat at my house. And if not, I should have kept one for myself. It's okay. Yeah, well, I can show people how to redeem codes, actually, because I have those other codes I haven't redeemed for myself. I got some titles that I didn't have, like musician and stuff like that, because every so often I get a wild hair and I start playing music again in the game, and I've been writing lyrics lately and stuff like that. Oh, you know what? It might not be here. It might be at the Kin house. This is my house. Yeah, it's at the Kin house. Okay. Let me... Yeah, I have a lot of stuff loading up here. Oh, how funny. I forgot to put those there. Man, I don't go into my house very often. All right, let's go back over to the Kin house. Sorry. So yes, if you want in on this housing item, which is a sleeping gray cat, it goes into a housing slot, and you want to type !giveaway in the chat, and that will enter you in. Moobot will probably send you a little whisper saying, congratulations, you have been entered one time, or something like that. You can only enter once. Like, even if you spammed Moobot, it would only count you once. So just once is good. For each giveaway, though, because we'll wipe it all clean at the end, and then we'll start over. Okay, so let's let the Kin house load up for a minute. Wild hair. Do you know, I wonder, let's see, what do we have for cosmetic pets? Are there any hairs? There is a white hair. Doesn't say if it's wild, but it is white. And do we have rabbits? And then there's like 5 different rabbits. There's a black rabbit, a brown rabbit, a pinto rabbit, the woodland rabbit, which apparently I have, and the Yule rabbit, which is kind of cute. It's got like little stuff coming out. That's interesting because does the hair... Oh, wow. The hair and the white rabbit look very similar. Okay, anyway. Here's our festival house. Oh, hang on, we gotta light the fireplace. Gotta keep that cozy. This is the Snow Striders wreath. I picked it up this year's festival. It's cute. I haven't decided if I like it as much as some of the other wreaths, but it's got these little bells. I don't think it does anything, no. And I got a cute little bird there, which is nice. Made out of straw, I think. Yeah, so that's cute. But okay. And we have the winter birdhouse in the kin house. So that's neat, I like that. That makes me happy. Hey, Cato. Speaking of cats, we have 2 like live cats, like real cats in the house also. Not the kin house, like our house. And one of them is looking at me. She likes to come up and lay down on my lap. And my lap has gaps, of course. So I often will have a blanket that I can put across my lap, and then she's less likely to fall out. So let me prepare the landing in case she wants to come up. It's hard to say. She's of a different mind different days. But she might come up and lay down for a little bit. Mightn't you? Yeah. Here, let me spread this out. Sometimes I've been trying to get her to lay down kind of behind me on the chair, like more up against the back of the chair and on the arm of the chair. So that way, if I move around, need to stretch my legs, all of that sort of thing, then I don't disturb her as much, you know. All right, you want to come up? Yeah, I thought you might. You have that look. Are you gonna lay down, or are you gonna walk around first? This is Cato, by the way. She is about 8 years old. We got her from the shelter about, oh gosh, more than 6 months ago now, because it was like kind of near the end of May. And then we also got another one, yes, kitty. Cato and Casper came together. Yes, hail Cato. Yes, we definitely try to spoil these cats crazy as much as we can. They were running around and being silly, so I thought they were gonna maybe, you know, play behind me on the screen for a minute, but they have settled down. Casper is lying down on a chair at the dining table, so I can see his little face. And he lays down, he puts his paws around, and it comes like way around, like he's just got this massive reach. It's incredible. He's very cute. Okay, let's see. So what we're looking at, we're looking at the sleeping gray cat. Here we go. So the sleeping cat you can get from, I think, the Lotro store, yeah. And then the sleeping gray cat, that one that's walking around right now, you can get that one through giveaways like this. And the community loot list. If you donated to Extra Life, you could request a sleeping gray cat off of the loot list. So that's what you're getting if you get one. And so you do see that they walk around. It's very cute. So they kind of like have their range, but they'll sit and like lick a paw, and sometimes they'll stretch, and then they kind of walk around, and then they curl back up. So of course I place them by the fireplace. I mean, you know, what cat doesn't want to be near the fireplace, right? So there we go. I think I might have, because there's like 5 different, yeah, here's the brown one. I should swap him out for one of the gray ones upstairs so there's more variety. But the sleeping brown cat, he's down here on the rug. But there's a fireplace down here. Yeah, so there's a fireplace down here. Oh yeah, and then I've got the cat on a cushion. They don't do anything though, they don't move. But those were from one of the festivals. They were new this year. I thought they might get up and like stretch and walk around on the cushion. I thought that would have been pretty cool, but alas, they do not. But that's okay. These guys walk around, so they're cute. They make up for it. What do you hear? Aren't they cute? Okay, so that's what we're giving away here is a sleeping gray cat, one of those cutie pies. So again, you put exclamation point giveaway into the chat if you want to be entered for that, and we'll give that away in like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. So you've got time to get your giveaway in there. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna run our way back to the festival, which, remember, we use the Stable Master. Now there's a Stable Master, this free one. There's one in Mickle Delving. There's one here in Bree. There's one in Kellendim, and one up at Thorns Hall. But the Bree one is the closest to where you come into, like for Hunter Travel, because Hunter Travel to Thorns, it puts you at the top of the stairs, and the stable masters are, way down the stairs and around the corner and everything. I mean, yes, you can cut across the snow, but that's still a little ways. The Kellendon one, Hunter Travel doesn't have direct travel there, so that's moot. And Mickle Delving, you come in kind of near Wenda, and the stable master is like, up that hill. So it's probably the second closest, but I still think Bree is the closest. Megan, hello, hello. Hope you had a happy holiday. I did, thank you. Yes, I hope everybody had a happy holiday over here in the chat, or set of holidays. We've been just like zooming through them. So here in the Netherlands, I don't know if Christmas Eve is like a holiday, but it is kind of observed. Like people get together, it seems like. But then there's Kerst and like Tweede Kerst. So you have like basically Christmas and second Christmas. So yeah, it's just like, and then there'll be New Year's, which I would call it New Year's Eve, but they would call it like Oudjaar, like Old Year, and then, or Oudjaar's Day, Old Year's Day. I would call it New Year's Eve. And then the next day is New Year's Day. So yeah, it's getting used to the different wording. Sometimes takes me a little bit of time, but anyway, they also do, I think, do they do second New Year's Day? I don't think so. It seems like a handful of the holidays have a first and a second. So Christmas, there's a first and a second. Passion, there's a first Passion and a second Passion. Easter. Oh, is there another one? That might be it. So anyway, yes. So yes, and Manandalar does remind us that, yes, the far-ranging stable masters in the housing neighborhoods can take you straight to the festival as well. So if you don't have Hunter Travel, or you want to do it faster because it's one stop instead of two, I just like doing the Bree thing because it's free. Apparently I'm the Scrooge of this festival. So yeah, and yes, just right, Sandy. A wonderful holiday here with family, food, and board games. Yay, board games! Yes, I'm in a board game chat group online, and we have a secret Santa that people can participate in if they want to, and so I usually do because it's just fun, and it's a small group. Like there's only like no more than 16 of us any particular year, so and about, I don't know, I'd say about 12 or so people participate. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. So the person who's giving you something probably is somewhat familiar with you. So let's see, I don't know if you can see, but I have a pair of board games on the table. So I've got my little Kerst Village, and then I've got a little advent calendar with little drawers that pull out. And then behind that is a Quest for El Dorado expansion. And then behind that is a Dominion, it's the Seaside, but it's in Dutch. They're both in Dutch. So if you're trying to look at them and you don't recognize the words, that could be why. So I got to open those yesterday. Yay! I forgot, I still haven't posted that. I need to post that online. We have a thread where people post, hey, this is what my Secret Santa got me. So I haven't done that yet. Oopsie. So, okay, so here we are. Yes, Dominion is an old favorite with your family. I know, right? So for those of you who are not familiar with Dominion, it's in the board game category, but it's a deck building game, but it's pretty streamlined and very accessible to a lot of people. So it's easy to play with people who maybe don't play a lot of board games. So that's really nice, but it's also still fun to play with people who do play a lot of board games, because you can really kind of get into some of the strategy of things and, find out which things are like overpowered, which cards are, because basically you have like a set of 10 cards in the middle. That's your village, and every turn you can purchase one of those if you want to add to your deck. Yes, lots of combos, says Sandy. Yeah, exactly. And so you start off with like 10 cards in your deck, and you have 5 in your hand, so you draw 5. And what you have in your hand could be money or victory points to start off, but the stuff in the middle is usually some sort of an action. So maybe it might be like, you buy a card that then later on, so it goes in your discard, so you don't have it right away. But eventually, you'll need to shuffle and draw as you're drawing cards, and you're like, oh, I don't have 5 cards, so I got to shuffle my discard. So that's how you cycle it back through, so you actually get to use it. And so it might be something that allows you to draw more cards, or it might be something that allows you to buy more things, or just various different actions you might be able to take. And so the card combinations, are a lot of fun because you can kind of chain off of things, and you might have something that's like a draw 4 cards, but then you might have another card that's like take 2 actions. So you play the first one, and then you play this, and that gives you 2 actions. And like maybe you play the draw 4 cards, and then you have another one, you have draw 4 cards, and now you've got like this fistful of cards, and maybe you have a ton of money, so then you can buy up all this good stuff. So, well, you can only buy one thing at a time unless you have a extra action or extra buy. But anyway, Dominion's a lot of fun. And the expansion that's back there is one that I particularly like. It's not, technically this is an expansion. I think it has the base cards in it, so we can play it as it is. It has duration cards, which basically are cards that action cards that you play. And this time I get to do, blah, blah, blah. But then it sits aside, and then the next time it's my turn, I get to do stuff off of that card again, and then it goes into my discard. So it has a duration between rounds, and that's kind of fun. I just like that one. So Duran says, you just logged into your account. You're playing off and on for 10 years now. Nice. That's awesome. That's a little longer than me. I started playing in, I have it on the calendar, like January, February of 2019. So it's coming up on 4 years. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I logged a lot of hours in those 4 years. I spent a lot of time in Middle Earth, especially the Shire, through like 2020, like March 2020 forward, April, something like that forward, through a lot of 2021. I spent a lot of time just hanging out in the Shire. It was just like, it's a nice, happy place, just no drama in the Shire except for pies. Like, who doesn't love pie drama is the worst that you've got? Like, that's all right. I can work with that. That was great. So, all right. So, but we've arrived in the festival, and I'm going to talk to Mara Sandy Downs here. And oh, how funny. Okay, so there's a quest that she has called Mission to Bring Good Cheer. So if you have already done like the mission opener, then you can do this one, right? She's like, hey, well, yay, you're in Frostbuff. Go spread some cheer somewhere else. And this quest is a little confusing to people, so let me go ahead and bring it up here. And a mission to bring good cheer. It says complete a mission. Missions can be completed across Middle Earth. You should complete any mission. That is literally it. Complete any mission. Any mission, anywhere in the entire Lord of the Rings Online. Like, you can do anything. You can go to the war room of Gablaka, and you could go to there's like a whole bunch of different places you can go and do missions. You can go to the Further Adventures missions. Those count because they're technically missions. You could go to the Wildwood and do one of those. So you've got lots of options. So yes, Duran says, yes, so good for our mental health. I know, right? So, oh yes, remember that we do have a giveaway going on for that, for the cat, for the sleepy gray cat. And we'll probably do like 5 minutes. How soon? Are you timing it? No. Okay. Do the thing that says 5 minutes. Okay, cool. I've got before helping with the giveaways because yeah, it's just easier that way. Yes, Captain Obvious. Cats rule. I agree. Cats are pretty awesome. She's my real life cat is just sitting here sleeping. I put a bed basically like kind of half on my desk and half off my desk onto a side table, and it's pretty stable though. So she is very content there, and she's not on top of my keyboard. So it's a double win for both of us here. Okay, so I also have, because apparently I came by here before, A series of other quests. Okay, so I have, there it is, In the Spirit of Yule. So that's the one where it's your daily wrapper and it says participate in Yule festival activities in Frostbluff. So I need to go do 10 activities in and around Frostbluff, and that counts. Once I've finished, let's see, once I do that, so Spirit of Yule, once I complete that quest 4 times, I finish a festive flurry, which I'm working on the intermediate one. There was a beginner, there's an intermediate, there's a final. And that will give me this whole pile of goodies. And completing festive flurry, then finishes Fortune of Festive Spirit, which gives me another pile of goodies. So I've got all sorts of good stuff I can get here. So yes, and good morning or afternoon or evening as it may be for all of you. So good morning, says Captain Obvious. Yes, Manandler says the first further adventures of Bilbo is ludicrously easy with 0 fighting. You literally just talk to people and collect your tokens. That is true. The number 7 further adventure of Bilbo's is also very easy, no fighting. And it's even faster than the first one. So we tend to do the 7th one, which is the one where you have to go find a key, and then you walk up to the gate, and you're done. So that's, well, you have to wait for the goblins to run away. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. All right, so what do I do when I come into the festival to make it go a little faster? So Ona, if she is ready to talk to me for the biggest stomach of them all, I will absolutely take her quest. So I grab that. So then while I'm waiting, because it's going to be like a minute or 2 before she starts, I'll go ahead and pop down here. Mabel will have 2 quests for me, so I'll grab her 2. One of them is go around and grab a bunch of stuff, and the other one is go get some firewood off of the walking trees. Basil currently has 1 quest for me, the empty keg emergency, because you can't have the kegs, you can't have his tidying up quest at the same time as Ona's initial quest. You can't have them both at the same time. So that's why I grab that one if it's available, and then I can always come back and do the cleaning up one. And it kind of amuses me because I feel like I've done all this eating, and then I go and I do all this cleaning up after myself. Captain Obvious says they often skip the food one because they were having trouble with lag in the past, and so yeah, you would miss food. Understandable. Yeah, I'm playing on Treebeard, which is a pretty quiet server, and so our lag here is very low or non-existent, which is great. So I don't have too much trouble, yeah, on here. So now I'm going to grab Cold as Ice, because I've already done, there's a hidden deed. Oh, excuse me. Where'd that come from? There's a hidden deed for a charitable spirit. That's the one where you go and you give coins to the people who lost their jobs in town. Once you've done that so many times, you complete a deed. I have pretty sure I've completed that deed, so I've gone ahead and hidden those quests, so he doesn't have a ring for me, so I don't have to worry about it. Making Mischief, though, we'll grab that here from Gareth Rust. So Ona's still got her blue ring over there. She's still waiting. Let's check the theater real quick. Although, you know what? No, we're not going to. So I don't know how far away from Ona I can get. I know if I stay in the zone of Frostbluff, it hasn't been a problem. What? Yeah, but, so my question is, if I go into the theater, that is a transition, and so, yeah, see, we haven't tried the theater. So, all right, let's see if that makes a difference. So yeah, we're gonna go pop into the theater real quick. Why not? So I haven't tried like leaving Frostbluff to see if that makes a difference, you know what I mean? But the theater technically is still in Frostbluff, but it's taking us into an instance, and so my concern was it's like a transition. Because, you know, what if it takes me out on a different layer? Do I lose it, or, you know? Probably not. We'll walk over and see if Ona still wants to talk to me. Well, we'll ride over. I got this, this pony. Oh, last call on the giveaway. Oh, here we go. And she's ready to feed me. Feed me, Senor. Sweet. Okay, so we're going to do berries because berries are the best. Mushrooms are second best. So another mushrooms, that's 3. I got interrupted. Okay, and then eggs are the middle one. They're okay. And then for the last one, we're going to do the mystery drink because it might get rid of all my buffs. It did not. But what I do have is 4 not great ones, but they're not the worst. And one, but they're going to last like 3.5 minutes, which is annoying. But I have one that only lasts like 20 seconds. So it gave me a minus 60% run speed, but it's gone already. So that's nice. Yes, so exclamation point giveaway. And we are about to draw the giveaway. So that's my drum roll. Sorry, Cat wasn't a fan. Okay, I won't do that again. Captain Obvious, congratulations. All right, so keep an eye out for a whisper from B4. And he will send you a code. Oh yeah, I was going to show you all how to do the codes. Let me pull one up because I have a couple codes of my own that I need to put in. Is it here? I think it's here. Yes, okay. So what you're going to do is, and this is for anybody else in the future who gets a code. Yes, congratulations. Enjoy that cat in good health. Hooray. So once you get the code, and this again applies for anybody else in the future, and also like this is how you do the weekly code where you get free stuff every week. So you go to the Lotra store, so the little button down in the corner over there. All right, that pulls up the Lotra store. And then you'll notice you have like a couple of options across the top here. We're going to go to this last one, which is redeem code. So you click on that, and now you have a spot. Now, I absolutely suggest just copying and pasting. Don't try to like, you know, type these things in because these things are chaos. I mean, intentionally so. So you paste that in there, and then you hit apply. Kabam! And now whatever it was that you had gotten is now been applied. For me, it is the title audience member. So I wanted that, and so now it tells me you have a new title, audience member. Good job. You have been in the audience and applauded with the best of them. So there we go. So that's how you put in a code if you get a code. All right, so let's do another giveaway. I got stuff I want to give away. I want to do, oh, the corgi. Oh, we're doing all the fancy stuff first. Okay. I didn't necessarily mean to go in order.
I skipped all the other cats.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
The order was not given.
No, the order was not given. After this, let's do the slug, though.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yes, you can, oh, wait, hang on, Captain Obvious.
It's up to you.
No, I think I don't. I think so. I think we're going to do that. Only one per person today, I think. Yeah, thanks for asking, Captain Obvious. I forget, because so when we do it with like on the streams where it's like we're just going all day long, Aldaleth usually runs those and has like her plan, and it's usually 1 Lotra point code per person and 1 pet or housing item or title per person, I think. So you could like win a Lotra point code and you can win one other thing. I think that's usually how she runs it. But I'm not giving you any Lotra point codes today. That's what threw me off. That's why I had to think about it for a minute. Because I don't have any to give away. I give all the ones away I already have. But I'm going to try and get some again next year. So, oh yeah, which reminds me. Near the end of February, so like 21st or so, that will be my 100th stream here on the Lotra channel. So I'm going to make sure I stock up on a bunch of stuff and we'll do giveaways the whole time. Because that'll be awesome. So yay, Captain Novice. I'm glad you are happy with that. So yeah, that way it's more fair, right? So everybody has a chance. Because I've seen that before where you don't do that and then like the same person wins like 3 or 4 in a row and you're like, hey now. Ah, Megan, your birthday is the 21st. That'll be fun. Yay. I know, right? It's crazy. Obviously I started streaming 90 weeks or so ago. I mean, I've skipped a couple here and there, like we moved. So I didn't stream that day, things like that. But overall, I haven't skipped very many. Yeah, so, and I look good for 100. Why, thank you. It's my Hobbitish good looks. My Hobbitish heritage. Okay, wow, we've been sitting here talking long enough that all my buffs have worn off. So I'm going to talk to Ona, and we're going to get my butt down to the next table. So notice I'm mounted up. So if you have a mount, absolutely get on that. All right, so we're eating these eggs. Are we? What's not? There we go. Trying to eat the eggs. All right, let's eat these mushrooms. Let's do these eggs. I would prefer berries and mushrooms, but there aren't any at the moment. And often there is a drink down here, but oh no, it's right behind me. Oh, it's not lit up. Wah, wah. All right, so we'll do the berries. All right, so I have eaten 5 things here. We got to let this guy know. I have a timer down here. It says 16 seconds, so we're gonna move along. So notice Basil's quest came up, so I could pick that up, but I'm not going to because I'm going to eat. I'll come back and get his cleaning up quest later. But I think it's still, yeah, he still got it down there. I could actually pick it up and have both of them at the same time. I tried that once to do both eating and cleaning up at the same time, and it was super chaos. So that we don't do that anymore. So again, there could have been a mystery drink there, but there wasn't. So I got 32 seconds. So I mount up. Finish. Run on. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, thank you. Megan says, I like your flower backpack. It is, oh, is it from the Spring Festival? Here, I'll check after I'm done. Because here's a fun thing is, so I usually put stuff in the wardrobe and then I dress myself out of the wardrobe. But if you actually wear that, like instead of not just cosmetically, but actually wear it, you get little butterflies that show up around you. It's really super cute. Oh wait, I don't want that. I want berries. I interrupted my food because I want the berries. There we go. That's totally worth it. Now look at all those effects I have on me. Oh, so many feet. All right, here we go. Last table down the hill here. And notice I'm like all, ooh, we can't see very well. All of that is an effect that you get. Now I could turn that off. If you turn off post-processing effects in your options menu, that will get rid of this fuzzy thing. You know, like if you're having a hard time clicking on things, because I have had a hard time clicking on things sometimes. So sometimes I'll turn it off just to make my life easier. By the way, there's rarely a drink at this table. But hey, we finished. We just got to talk to whichever one was him. The 3 of them that are standing there. Check the middle one. All right, so, well, I finished it. There we go. It's starting to clear up. Yay! And the effect is gone. Ah. So that's how I do the table. Oh, right. We're going to look at my backpack. I am not wearing it as my equipment. I am only wearing it cosmetically. So, and it is the, where are you? Backpack. There we are. Last Gallon Spring Pack. I'm pretty sure I got that from the Spring Festival. And yeah, it's super cute. Oops, that's not how you zoom in. There you go. And it's got like all these flowers, like dried flowers sticking out of it. I think it's super cute. So yes, if you have it on as your actual equipment, so you know maybe you're going to an event, so you swap out your equipment, or you just aren't a questing character, you could equip it there under your actual equipment. Bam, right there. And then yeah, little butterflies will come out, which is really cool because what you can do is you can equip it and then hide it, because under your cosmetic outfits, you're like, wear my equipment outfit. And then you can choose to have things visible or hidden. So you could hide it so it doesn't look like you're wearing a backpack or on anything on your back, but the butterflies still show up around them. They're kind of like behind your head a little bit in this area. It's really cute. So we do that. Yeah, you'll see Hobbits doing that on Fridays at the Green Dragon. Because we have a gathering. There's a gathering on Laurelin for Hobbits on Fridays at 7:30 UK time, because it's mainly run by a UK-based kin, but anybody is welcome. Any Hobbit's welcome. So you'll see people wearing it there, and then you'll also see people wearing it at music events a lot of times, like on Landreval or Evernight or anywhere, you know. So it's a fun one. It's a very popular one too. I just looked over and he's doing the Wordle, and it's got like the Wordle, and then it's got the keyboard at the bottom, and I thought at a glance that the Wordle had gotten really big. That threw me off. Okay, so if you want in on, what are we giving away right now? Bum, 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 bum. Oh yes, the anniversary celebration corgi. That I want to talk about real quick. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna find the corgis. So there's like a whole pack of corgis you can get now. Like they started off with like 5 and they keep adding them. So now there's 8 corgis you can get. But this is the anniversary celebration corgi, which is this one. So it's the one he's got the little fireworks on the back. Here, I'll go ahead and pull mine out. So come here, little corgi. My corgi is incorrigible. Incorrigible. Get it? So he's got a little cart of fireworks that he's pulling behind him. Or her. I'm not sure. So that is the anniversary celebration corgi that we're giving away right now. So here's the wacky thing is Cordovan, who's the community manager, is the one who gets these codes and is able to put these into this community loot list. And for the newest things, sometimes he can't get it to be account wide. He can only get it so that way, like a cosmetic pet, it's only for one character. So that's how this was originally. And I'm not sure what he did, but he's got it so you can actually use the same code 6 times now. So whoever wins, you can use the code and use it on 6 of your characters. So make sure you log into the character who you want to get this pet. I'm not sure if you're going to get a tome or if it's going to be auto-consumed. So just maybe start with the first one and make sure you get, yeah, if it's a tome, then obviously you just do it on the servers you want to be on. But that's a good point. The 6 uses do not have to be by the same account. Before was just reminding me. It just has 6 uses. So you're going to go into that Lotro store and you're going to put it in. Well, you can do this 6 times. So maybe, you know, you use the code once or twice. Maybe you have your friend use it once or twice. You know, whatever. You've got options there. It's totally up to you what you want to do. So I was going to try and give it away 6 times. So that way 6 different people had one. But that's before I pointed out that some people will be like, yes, I know I can use this 6 times, and they'll just use it, and then the other 5 would be sad. So I'm like, okay, let's not create that situation. That would be sad. So yes. So whenever you get this code, this corgi code, this anniversary celebration corgi code, you can use it 6 times, or it can be used 6 times between you and your friends and family, whoever you decide to use it with. The next festival, the question is, Megan, is spring the next festival coming up in Lotro? So there's a, you can find that 2 places now, actually. If you go, honestly, what I usually do is I just go to, you know, a web browser and I Google, actually I use Google, Lotro events. And that will take you to a forum post. Well, there's 2 options now. There's a forum post, which has all of the events listed. So that's the forum post right there. And Cord will update that at least once a year. Like, he just updated it. He also put it on the website, which was great. You want to grab that one? I think before it's going to grab the website link. Nay? It's the same information, but it's just one has a darker, like the background's different. So if you find one easier to read than the other, you know, that can be nice. But yes, so giveaway reminder, we've got the anniversary celebration corgi code. Type ! Giveaway to enter into that. Let's see, so what's coming up next? I kind of took the event schedule and did an abridged version, and I copied it and pasted it into my my biography in the game, and that way I can just pull it up, look at a glance. So Shadowfax is going to go up. Hobnanigans is the first weekend of February. That's a fun, short little event where you go and you can win tokens, and it's very silly. Ill Omens is coming up, as before noted. Ill Omens did not occur last year. It's an event where you can win tokens and then you use those tokens to buy different things, and it all takes place inside missions or instances. Sorry. What? Skirmishes. That's the word I'm looking for. Ill Omens takes place inside skirmishes, but it's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with it. Let's see. The Curator, Legendary Item Reward Track, Shadowfax, goes up. Spring Festival. Spring Festival is the next one. March 9th through March 28th. So there you go. So we have all of January and February with no festivals, but we do have stuff going on. We've got Hobnanigans, we've got Ill Omens. So we've got stuff to keep us busy, but yes, that is the next big festival coming up. So there you are. Sweet. Marina Baccarin says something about following. Okay. So yes, we've got the Lotro dates there. Thank you. So before it's got both the forum post and then the website post, so you can see which one formatting looks better on your screen for you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up his tidying up quest now because I have done the food challenge. So now let's go tidy up after ourselves. So, all right, yes, current code is for the anniversary celebration corgi. So type !follow in the chat if you want a chance to enter this silly little puppy following behind me in the game here. I went ahead and I've got him out, so in case you want to look at him. He's very silly. And yes, you'll be able to use it 6 times. So housing items are a one-off, and sometimes like a new thing will be a one-off. But luckily, usually like if you get a steed through the community loot list, then those are account-wide. So that's how I've gotten a bunch of cool stuff. Like, let me see, my steeds here. Let's see which ones I have. I have, let's see, I think the Crumelo pony I got from the community loot list, and that's account-wide. So every time I start with a new character, I get a whole bunch of these. I get that one, and because I did the War of the Three Peaks expansion, I get the Boar of the Three Peaks. Let's see, who else have I done that I got account wide? Oh, the Perlino. That's another one I got off the community loot list, and so that's account wide. So every new account, every one I get, the Dawn Pony of the Red Dawn. That one I got through the community loot list, and that one's account wide. Let's see, none of the prized ones. You have to go and earn those in game. Is it the Red Clad Pony of the Gap? I think I may have gotten that one also through the community loot list. And I have a lot of steeds. I collect steeds. I collect steeds and pets. So yeah. So and then the steed of the White City. Where are you? White. Oh, I'll just look it up. There it is. This one is also. It was single character. If you buy it through the Lotro store, it's single character. But I'm pretty sure the code is account wide. So that one is lovely. That one's really nice too. I have a lot of mounts, yeah. Well, and then, okay, so Sandy is pointing out that, wow, you have a lot of mounts. Yes, I do. So this is my main character on Treebeard, and Treebeard is the main server where I play these days. So if anybody's going to get stuff, it's going to be this character. So as things come available and whatnot, she's the one that's going to get it. So they've got this thing in the Lotro store. You guys may have seen this already, but it's a coffer of blah blah blah. So it's got a different name. Rakish. There's the Rakish Patrons Simple Coffer, the Rakish Patrons Enhanced Coffer. What?
The name's not blah blah blah.
The name is not blah blah blah. It should be. One of these days they should do that. Anyway, then there was another one. And you'll notice this one is for like 1,900 Lotro points. This one's for like almost 5,000. And the last one was for like 10,000 Lotro points. But you get like a ton of stuff. So one of the things you get is like each one of these comes with Mithril coins, cosmetic outfit, there's a pet, there's a cat, and then some other stuff. So each one gave you an additional cat and gave you more mithril coins. Well, I've been saving up to buy mithril coins. Like, I know I want mithril coins on the server, and I've just been waiting. So that package deal It was basically the regular price you would pay to buy that many Lotro points, but then it also came with the steed and the outfit and 3 cats, and so I was like, well, I'll be having that then. So then I used some of the mithril coins to also buy a couple of steeds. So here, let me show you. So every festival, there's going to be a new steed. Well, not every festival, but usually at the festivals, the way they do this is there'll be a new mount that they've come out with for that festival. Then there'll be last year's mount, and those two are available for the coins of the festival. So you can earn those mounts in the festival just by doing festival stuff, right? So that's always cool. And usually, like at this one, those 2 mounts are shown right here. So you're like, oh, okay, this is last year's mount. This is this year's mount. Cool. I can buy those with, Yule Festival tokens. Cool. Then, okay, I got to go and earn my Yule Festival tokens, and then I can get these, and now I have them on this character for the rest of time immemorial. And this guy will even show you, here's the mounts that you have. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, but it's nice, the mount from 2 years ago is still here, the Yule Gala steed. So you can still get that one also for festival tokens. So if you haven't done that, you probably want to do that, because the Yule Gala steed is very pretty. Yeah, I'll just Yule. How can I spell? Is that the one I was writing? No, that's not the one. It's the one that's got like little, that's like snowflakes as its stuff there. So anyway, so that would also be here, but I think they only just have the 2 spots, so that's why maybe they have it like that. So then, if you wanted to buy mounts from further back, you can do so. It'll cost you mithril coins. And a lot of times they'll have them in a kind of an area nearby, so you can still get a look at them, like walk around them and see what they look like. And then you come over to the vendor, the trader who's nearby, and she'll take your mithril coins and give you a steed. So there were a couple that I wanted. Like this elk, I'm pretty sure I got the winter elk, because that one's pretty. Yeah, so there's the winter elk, so I did get that one. And I got the steed of winter's light, which is this guy over here, like with the candles on top of his head in the oh my gosh, like that. This one's just like kind of, wow, like I don't even know how to replicate that, right? Like that was just something. So I got that one, and I got this one, and I got there's one that kind of makes a jingly noise, and I think that's the one I'm writing, and they're not actually sitting out here, but this one, yeah, the ice flower steed, I don't know where its bells are, but it makes kind of like a little jingle sound as you ride along. So I got that one too. But that's what I was saving up my mithril coins for. So, and that's what I was saving my Lotro points for, to buy the mithril coins, so I could buy things like the steeds. So that's the longer version of what happened there. All right, so we're gonna grab a snowman quest, but we're not gonna build it just yet. We're gonna go grab some eggs and all sorts of stuff. Yes, eggs, germinate. I really enjoy getting all the steeds. Like, I don't know if I'll ever get all the steeds, because, I mean, some of them are unavailable, so there's that. But, I mean, basically everything, well, not everything, most of the steeds are available either through festivals, so at this point for mithril coins, or purchasing for Lotro points in the Lotro store. And like I don't buy a lot of them from the Lotro store. Like I think I bought the Steed of the White City, but like the Yule Hobby Horse, you can't even buy that one either. That one's just as a you have to get that out of a box. You know, you have to get lucky. So yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, I don't know if it's possible to ever have all of them, but I could try. Well, oh, and then there's things that might have only been available, like if you did a pre-order or something, and you can't do that anymore because, you know, that's time gated. So until I can get my TARDIS and go back in time and, like, you know, you get all the Lotro stuff. Anyway, so yes, we are doing a giveaway for the anniversary celebration corgi. It is a code that you that has can be used 6 times, so 6 different characters can get one of those little corgis to follow them around and shoot fireworks up in the air. So just type !giveaway in the chat, and yes, we are closing that soon. So if you haven't entered yet, go ahead and do that. I'm going to take out some wintry weather and collect some schnozberries. I know they're winter berries. I should call them schnozberries. Let's see, did I do 4? Wow, that's some wintry weather. It's blinding. Let's see, cold as ice. Yes, talk to Daily Butteridge. Cool. Every so once in a while, like, I will miss picking up the quest. So I come down here and I shoot 4 things and I go back to turn it in. And it's not until I'm trying to turn it in that I realize I never picked it up. So it's not even at the time. Like, apparently I don't pay attention to what's going on the screen anymore. It's kind of funny. Oh, well. At least the place isn't that big. Oh, hey, here's a trick. Hopefully you all know this, but if you don't, here's something new. You could be one of today's lucky 10,000 to learn something new today. That's a XKCD, if you haven't seen that. Okay, anyway, oh, did I not pick up the quest? Well, that'll slow this down. Let me see. Because usually if you click on them... Oh, I probably didn't pick up the quest. Okay, we'll be back. We're going to cheer at 1 snow beast 3 times. But you have to have the quest to make it work. Otherwise you don't get credit for cheering. Just like hitting the cold weather, you don't get credit for that if you don't have the quest. So usually I make kind of a sweep around town. Oh, I know why, because I got distracted by Ona K and her eating challenge. That's what happened. That will happen. I am very hobbity sometimes. I am easily distracted by food. Which is somewhat ironic because I don't like to cook. Sometimes I shouldn't say. Like, some people love it. Like, they just really enjoy it. They get so much joy out of cooking and, you know, and just the combination of flavors and all the cool things that can happen. And I just don't. Oh, that mount I also bought for Yule, for Mithril. That one was from the one that just happened, the Halloween one, the Harvest Festival. Yeah, that one. And I got it and it matches this outfit pretty well, so. Anyway, oh, I did a anniversary thing, or quest. So she gives me a little package of stuff. Thanks. Okay, let's pick the Abominable Snow Beast. Yes, I will go bring them some cheer. We'll do that, because I forgot to do that. Isn't that so pretty, though? I just love the layout and stuff in here, the scenery. So pretty. And it goes all around. We're just like in this bowl. All right, let's go back over here to this foresty area. All right, we're just about to close the giveaway. So if you have not entered, now is your last chance for the anniversary corgi, celebration corgi right there. Ah, he's gone. There we go. He went invisible. It's a 6-use code, so you can use it 6 times. You can use it, you know, less than 6 times, and give it, you know, have other people use it, whatever you want to do. Okay, so the little thingy popped up. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So I have cheered 3 times at the Snow Beast, and I have credit for it. I only had to cheer at 1 Snow Beast rather than chasing them all around. So I recommend that way of doing it because that way you don't have to run all over the place finding extra Snow Beasts, and it also makes it nice for the other players. They don't have to run around trying to chase down a Snow Beast because you've, like, you know, woken them all up. So, oh, I'm wearing my Before the Shadow shirt. Pretty cool. I love it. It's very Nazguli. Oh, hey, Megan! Congratulations! Yay! That's awesome. So before we'll be sending you a little whisper here in Twitch, and it'll have that code. So if you have any trouble or anything, let us know, and we'll help sort you out. If you don't remember how to do it, let me know. I'll show it on stream again because I got another code to redeem. I got a couple of titles. I decided what I was going to do this time is I got some titles for me, and then all the rest of the stuff I got pets and housing items and stuff to give away. The winner was Megan. Are you here, Megan? It's possible they stepped away for a minute. We'll just pause on that and hang on to it for Megan to come back. But I'm okay if you want to go ahead and start the next giveaway.
I can't do it. Not wiping out. You would be next on this list.
I see. Oh, I see. All right. Well, we'll just wait and see if Megan gets back soon. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to go and bake some bread over here. Oh, yeah, so I like eating food, but I don't like making food. Like, in the game, it's fine. This is easy. I can stir a bowl or whatever. But, yeah, I don't really like making food in real life. But I like eating food. So, yeah. But, I don't know. Food that other people make always tastes better than the food I make anyway. Isn't that the way it goes? All right. Oh, here's a fun thing, is if you're doing this keg delivery quest, if any of your people in your fellowship are nearby and are also on the quest, they get credit for you picking it up. And then once you deliver it, oh, let's see if I can sneak by this guy. I see a guard coming. Oh yeah, we snuck by. So drop it off. So you get, everybody gets credit for it, which is kind of cool.
Tell me what you need or move along.
All right, so I turned that in. Oh, I haven't finished doing the cleaning up stuff.
Hello there.
All right, we'll come back to that.
Hello there.
I already did that table. Which table haven't I done? Let's see. Have I not done this table? There's 5 tables, and you have to actually get to about 4 of them. It seems like. So. Yes! We're gonna move on to the lively slug. Woot woot! Thank you. Alright, so. Yes, this is the lively slug pet. So hang on, let me grab that because I got this one. It's hilarious. And I mean, if you want to talk lively. Okay, I'm gonna run and y'all can watch how fast this guy follows me. So I'm walking backwards and it's keeping up with me, right? All right, so we're going to go forward. Look how fast this slug is. He's super fast. So I think that's funny. When they say lively, they're not kidding. And it's significantly sized. So there you go. So this is a drawing for the lively slug pet, which is so cute. Oh. Do I still have more dishes to pick up? No, I'm good. No, we're good. Basil, I'm done with you. Kapah, go away, Basil. All right, so now we need to go build a snowman. We haven't done that yet, so I'm going to mount up. The slug will go away for now. Bye, slug. So here's a little shortcut. Instead of going through town, you can just hop out here, and it takes you really close to the snow field, to the snowman field. All right, let's grab some sticks. Hey, Ginger. Good to see you. So it doesn't have to be a snowman. It's gonna be a broken snowman. It's still a snowman technically. Oh, I should have looked for the one. So each one of these different snowmen has a location that if you make it at that location, it makes a giant version of it. And we did that, I think it was like right in this area for the giant one for the broken snowman. So funny. It's like, it makes this huge version. It was like almost like big as an elf, tall as an elf. So there we go. Yes, so this giveaway is for the Lively Slug pet, and this is an account-wide pet, so all of your characters are going to get it. Just, you know, put in the one code and everybody should get it, so that's pretty funny. So yes, type exclamation point giveaway into the chat if you are interested in winning a Lively Slug. Okay, so I've done 9 things that count. I can see if the theater is going on. But as the festival goes on, it seems like the theater is less and less full. Although, like, people are trying to finish off the deeds, so sometimes there's people in here. But I have a different idea. Let me get out of the theater so I don't get pulled in by mistake. Okay, so I'm gonna do an instance. So if I go to the instance finder, let me collapse these. So we have seasonal is one of the options here. Sorry, my throat's getting a little sore. Okay, so you notice we have anniversary, farmer's fair, spring, and Yule. So if we go to the Yule festival, because that's where we are, there's 2 options. We have a boss from the vaults, and you'll notice it says minimum 50, and then maximum, it says 75. That's because our server is maxed at 75. So it's going to be your server maximum is going to be listed there. Okay, so this one is a higher level instance. It's a boss that you have fought previously from something. This one is Storvaguns that we did as part of the, if you are trying to work your way up to Helgrod, right? You have to do like Dragon Wing and Spider Wing and Giant, did I say Giant Wing? Anyway, he's the boss in the Giant section that you do. And you just do the boss battle. So basically you show up right outside where he's at, and then you go in, you fight him, battle done. Now the other one is, notice it's minimum level 10. So this one is more lighthearted and a lot simpler to do. So, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, and I'm gonna set it at, we'll set it level 20 or so. So that way I can just zoom through here and show you how it works. Okay, so we're going to launch a battle at Frostbluff, and tier 1, well there's only one tier. I'm doing it at size solo, level 20, travel now. So what's going on is the kids are out here and they've built these snow forts, but the cold weather has come in and is trying to take over. So we have to we have to rescue their areas from the cold weather. So yes, so we have to fight off the cold so they can have fun on this great winter's day. All right, okay. So we're gonna start and reclaim the Tower of Grumpwood. So cute. So you start off by talking to these guys, and the chicken says bok bok, thank you. And Liddy, says, yes, the situation is dire, my queen. The chicken is the queen. They're pretending the chicken's the queen. So, yes, I had heard rumors that a bold hunter was to assist the realm of Cluckland. If you succeed, we shall sing songs of the day. Now when, he has, okay, here it is. He has a daily quest that you can also pick up once a day. And he'll give us extra rewards. So we're going to accept that. And now one of these kids, we have to choose who's going to be the Frostbluff King today. There we are. I am the Frostbluff King. No, I'm the Frostbluff King. No, I'm the Frostbluff King. I'm Spartacus. Okay, so first we have to reclaim this tower right behind them. Well, everything looks fine, doesn't it? Dum, dum, dum. Oh no! Those are not just snowmen. So they're actually Grims that look like snowmen. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so now we have a campfire here. That can help if you've got any of those cold effects. You can stand on this and that, or stand near it, and that helps. So now we're gonna get like basically a second attack. The punishing cold continues to attack the fort. So we just have to wait for it to show up. Because then once it's done attacking us, we'll be able to click the banner. Oh, there it is. Okay, with the golden retreat, now is your chance to reclaim the fort for the children of Winterhome. Alright, so claim the fort. Hurrah! Yay, here's Win. I knew you could do it. Okay, so now we're going to go and help out the Keep of Cluckland. And you'll never guess where that is. It's by the chickens, the chicken coops. So again, you know, some of these things turn into grims. So we just have to deal with them. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Notice there's a fire, but it's not hot yet. Now it's hot because I did the first round. There's snow here. You can pick up the snow and throw snowballs at each other, like in here. It's kind of funny. But the snowballs don't stay with you, so they are gone when you like leave the instance. Alright, we should have somebody over here. Not yet, okay. We'll just wait around. There we go. They tried to sneak up behind me. There we go. Frigid cold shows no signs of faltering. Oh, the video dropped for you for some reason. Oh, weird. Try refreshing. Sometimes that helps. Okay, we have an encounter. A frosty beast has come down from the mountains, threatening Winterhome. So he's going to be like up in that area. And one of the cool things that each of these instances does is like this one, the summer one, all of them, is they have a, oh, it's right here in front of me. I'm trying to find the cold wisp. Sorry, they have a deed that you can do where you have X number of encounters, like 6 of them, I think, or 8, depends. This one had 6. So you have to do the encounters within like 7 levels of your character. So if you are doing it lower, like this, it wouldn't count. But I can show you where one of them is. One of the encounters, you're going to go up this slope. And there's the encounter. So if you were needing it for some reason, it would be up there. Okay, so there we go. Now we run back down. Now we have to go, and so we've saved the one behind us, the chicken coop place, and we saved that one. So now we gotta go save the big one in front of us. Now some of these, though, snowmen, oh no, it's a Grim. Whoever could have seen this coming. Now the ones that are further out, you technically don't have to deal with them, but if you haven't aggroed them, they aren't gonna come and follow you. But we'll just go ahead and get rid of them just to get that out of the way. Oh, yep, Megan. There's Megan in the chat. We set it aside for you because I knew you'd be back. Congratulations. Yeah, I figured. All right, and so, yes, watch for a whisper. You'll get a whisper from B4 there, Megan. And you'll get a code to be able to, I think it was the Corgi, yeah? And you'll get to use that 6 times. So it's not account-wide, it is individual uses. So each time you use it, you can apply it to a character, you can give it to a friend, whichever. You'll get to use it 6 times total. Awesome. My cold will haunt you forever, or until the end of the instance. Oh, not even that long. I'm cured already. The fort has been reclaimed. Yeah, but the mountain cold has launched a counterattack against you. Bam, bam, bam. Here it comes. We've got some cold wisps coming. The punishing cold continues to attack the fort. And then there will be an instant or an encounter, and it comes up there. So you only get 2 encounters in this one. Some of them, like the summer one, the perfect picnic. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 locations.
I wonder if you can trigger them all in one run.
Yeah, because you get the one in the town nearby.
There are 4 locations that are either an encounter or just a mob.
Oh, I see. It could be just a regular mob.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, it says something is coming. I guess we'll wait. So we should, we can just skip the encounter. There we go. So look, check this thing out. It's like a whole bunch of snowballs like thrown together in snowmen, like as one giant wacky thing. It's so wild looking. There you go. Like, it makes me wish it was all sugary candy stuff. I'd be like, nom 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 nom. All right, but now that we finished that, there we go. We can do the banner. Got some votive candles for 50% off. That's nice. Okay, so I've just done one of these seasonal instances. There's going to be a chest in the instance that gives you not festival tokens, but festivity tokens, which are a different breed. So if I pull up my thing here, festivity. So I have festivity tokens. I currently have 20. You have a limit of 40. The instance is going to give you 5. So, you know, it takes you like 8 times to get to max, right? So this frosted chest is the chest for those festivity tokens in this instance. So you want to make sure you don't miss that. You want to make sure you're in the instance when that happens. The Fateful Toolkit does not interact with this, so you will only get 5 festivity tokens, even if you have the toolkit on. Funny thing, though, is the festival tokens. I got 7 Yule tokens for doing this, and it would have been 6 normally. So that's kind of funny. All right, so that counted as one of the 10 activities in Frostbluff to do. So I've actually completed my 10 for the day. So I can go and talk to Mara, Sandy Downs, and turn this in, which means I will complete a couple wrappers here. So Spirit of Yule, that's my go do 10 things. I did it. She's going to give me 5 tokens, which is going to be 6 for me because I've got my Fateful Toolkit on. But notice I don't know if you can notice, there you go. She still has a ring for me because I have the Festive Flurry Intermediate I have now completed. So she's going to give me some LI experience, some figments, scrap of scroll, universal optional crafting ingredient. That's the thing that allows you to get a critical on a crafting. And then 1,000 virtue. So let me check on my virtues for a second here. Let's pick something that's not started. Oh, and also I was going to show you the LI reward track. Yeah. So this is, ooh, I've gotten quite a ways. I didn't realize I was so far along. Nice. So you can see when I claim this, we can watch the purple bar and see how far it goes. So I'm near the top of 69 there. So finish now. Oh, that was hardly anything. But that got that a ways along. Cool, cool. Nice. Okay. Still. Oh, that means I got 50. What was 50 again this time? 50 was the red salamander. I could get a red salamander pet. And was 25 something this time? Sometimes they do it on the 25. Oh, coffer of the black steel key. Oh. Man, they're just going nuts with the black steel keys right now. And let's see, sometimes 45 is something, but I don't think they did this time. No. And then 50, and then 75 probably. What's that one gonna be? 75 as another key, okay. And then 100 is, oh right, the warm winter goat kid, which I think I have that. Although, are there 2 different goat kids? Let's see. Oh, I don't have the warm winter goat kid. Oh, he's wearing a little blue sweater. Oh, that's cute. I've got the festive Yule goat kid. Oh, he's even a different color. And I've got the cozy Yule goat kid. I think that one's the cutest. How funny. Oh, I guess I'll have to work on that. See, another pet I need to do. I know, so many goat kids out there. Oh, sorry, Megan says, thank you. I had a feeling that was going to happen, but I thought, surely not. Of course, that's how it goes. When you step out for those 50% off votives, that's when you win. Okay, so the current giveaway is for a lively slug pet that will apply to all of your characters. He looks like this guy right here. He's very lively. So if you are interested in entering that and have not won something else today, go ahead and put in exclamation point giveaway into the chat. Speaking of pets and things, let's double check if I have
Hello there.
all the pets this year. Let's see, cosmetic pets and emotes. So if it's got the red box around it, that means I already have it. Like it says barring skill, Yule Festival Yule Goat Kid, meaning basically you already have this skill. So you cannot consume this tome because you have a skill in the way, basically. Strangely enough, the Frost Breath emote doesn't put a red box around it, but it should. So I have all of these. Awesome. Just want to make sure. And let's see. Another thing that's good to stock up on are the dyes, because at these big festivals, they'll do 4 different dyes. 2 of them you can get for festival tokens, and 2 of them you can get for mithril coins. So you want to stock up on the ones that you can get for festival tokens, because unless you want to spend mithril coins, but I don't. So because the next year they'll swap, and the ones that were for mithril will be for festival tokens, and the ones that were for tokens will be for mithril. So you want to make sure you stock up enough for 2 years. Talarian, the question is, isn't the Frost Breath emote bound to account and maybe pass to alts? Oh, you think that's why it's not red? But the tomes are also consumed on use. So the tomes aren't even bound to anything. Like I could buy these tomes and I think put them in the auction house. The Grant the Frost Breath emote, it says bound to account on acquire. So yes, it sounds like I could buy it with this character and pass it on to another character. But yeah, it looks like the pet scrolls are not even bound to account. It looks like those are, pretty sure, a lot of times you can see them in the auction house. Let's see, but they maybe, the auction house on Treebeard isn't quite as lively as some other folks. Well, let's see if there's anything. Oh, there's no tome of anything for sale right now in the auction house. I'm pretty sure you can, though. I'm pretty sure you could do that. Like, I mean, we could find out. Let's just experiment. All right. So I just went ahead and bought the tome of the Yule Goat Kid. I'll put that in the auction house, see what happens. Let's put it in for, what, like, let's do 50 gold. People have been around long enough, they can buy stuff for real gold. Oops. And we'll do it for 100 buyout. Yep, it let me post it. So, yes, you can buy the tomes, at least in this case, they're not bound to account. And so, yeah, you can put those up in the auction house. So there you go. Durin is having internet issues. The current giveaway now, the question is, what is the current giveaway now? The current giveaway now is for the Lively Slug Pet. It is account wide, so all your characters will have a lively little slug to follow them around. So exclamation point giveaway is what you want to type if you are interested in it. So yes, Talarian, so yeah, talking about the jig emote. So they say, strangely, the jig emote from the in league is account bound, but not barterable if you already have the emote on newer characters. So yeah, the jig emote is not bound at all. But you cannot barter if you have it. Yes, that is correct. I have run into that, and I find that absolutely bizarre. So what's going on here is, if you are a member of the in league, here, I'll just pop over to Mickle Delving and show you. Mickle Delving. I love being a hunter. I love being able to just like go anywhere. I'm just like, I'm gonna go there now. Off we go. So yeah, and yeah. Sorry, I'm reading through the comments and I'm not actually reading them all out. Sorry. I'm just like, yeah, what you said. That's it. Exactly. Like Orange Crush said something. I'm like, yes, that's what that, yes. Yes, Hunter Taxi Service. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Over on Laurelin, I have my main, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I know what I was thinking, but Okay, what I was thinking is Hobbit, the like quintessential Hobbit class is burglar, right? So I'll create a Hobbit burglar. Well, I am terrible at that class. I don't do well at it. Like, I don't do the things with the things and the stuff. Like, I'm just, it's so hard to quest for me a, as a burglar. So, like, she's not even out of, I don't know. I have hardly quested with her, put it this way. But she's my main. So she's the one that I play with for all the social stuff that I do over on Laurelin. And it's really weird because I was talking to someone the other day and we were like gonna go bopping around, and he's a hunter. And so he created the fellowship and then like did the thing and got us off to Bree. And I'm like, this is just so weird. Like, it's like, it's such a strange position to be in where I'm not the hunter and somebody else is doing the hunter travel. I'm like, it was like doing my head in for some reason because I'm just so used to playing a hunter. So it was very strange being with somebody who else was a hunter and doing the hunter travel for us. So anyway. Okay, so I just walked in here without showing y'all how I got here. Okay, so I ran to Mickle Delving. I'm in the Bird and Baby Inn. So here's the Bird and Baby Inn. You know, you first come in. Here's your little hobby master. There's Carla Blagrove, the Tavern Keep. And here's Esmeralda Burrows, where you put the apples down next to her during the bingo quest. And she's like, what is going on? You know, that's her. Okay, so when you're doing the in-league initiation, you turn and you go past the Inklings. Little Easter egg there if you hadn't noticed that before. We've got a pack of the Inklings here from Tolkien's writing group. And then you go down there and that's where you finish off your in-league stuff. But instead of going that way, if you go here just to the back, there's a door. And it says if you hover over it, requires friend standing with the in-league. So once you've got friend standing, you can go in. So here we are. We are inside, and the first person you can talk to, this guy will talk to you once you are friend status. You can get this ancient tome. That's the jig emote. It won't let me buy it because I already have the jig emote. You have a trait barring this action. But if I come in here with a character who is friend status with the in-league, but does not have the jig emote, has not like consumed the tome, has not read the tome, right? I can use that character to buy ancient tomes, and I can just buy stacks of them and give them away because they're not bound. There's no like minimum requirement to consume the tome, just to purchase it. But once you consume it yourself, you can no longer buy any more of these to give away. It's really weird. It's a very strange choice that they made on that. So yeah, so that's what Delirian was talking about how the jig emote itself, this tome, is not bound. But once your character has that emote, you can no longer get these tomes to give away. So weird. Oh, the other thing this guy has is a box of festival tokens, so I could buy a box of festival tokens, and then inside, let's see, I think I have a couple of them. Because I was buying them. Anyway, inside you can choose which festival tokens you want, and you get a little stack of them. Okay, the other thing you can do is once you're kindred, oh, I'm not kindred right now. I must have like talked to a in-league guy. That happens. When you're kindred, you can get stuff from her. And oh, if you have any of the trophies from like questing, like a bear, well, here, we'll just talk. So there's an in-league taxidermist here, just like the Bree taxidermist, but you need to have an undamaged black bear corpse. So normally you would trade that into the Breeland taxidermist, but if you come here and give him some badge of taste tokens, he'll give you the black bear with the hat, with the in-league hat. So that's that bear over there in the corner. You can get this brown bear with the pie and the mug instead of a regular brown bear. You can get the frost antler head with the pipe, And you can get the white wolf with the mug is on the other side. So yeah, here, the white wolf drinking out of a mug. So funny. The question is, the comment is you can get 12 Yule Festival tokens from those boxes. Yeah, it varies what you can get. Let me see. I thought I had a couple spares because I thought I was low. What did I do with them? I mean, I might have consumed them, but I don't think I did. Maybe I'll put them on another character. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. Nope. Oh, the neighbors are letting off some fireworks. So we live in the Netherlands, and people here really like the fireworks, especially the neighbors. They have a young family, and then the young family's on one side of us, and his parents live on the other side of us, and they like to spoil the kids, I think. So we get loudness on one side or the other of us on a regular basis. So, somebody had mentioned that you can get to the Winter Home Stable Master will get you to Mickle Delving for free also. So if you don't have a hunter, you can absolutely do that. Another interesting thing you could do actually is you can use that Winter Home Stable Master to like bop you to those 4 different locations. So I've done that before when I was like, especially with like a brand new character. Okay, so let's go up this way. Hang on a second. Zoop. Get on your horse. There we go. So you'll notice we have 2 stable masters up here where normally we just have 1. So the festival announcer, go to that guy. That travels us for free over to the festival. Oh, that's interesting. It takes us off that way as if it's like in Ered Luin. Wow, I can smell the fireworks. Okay, so then I can use the stable master here, and like I could use her to get to Kellendim. So I've done that when I've had a new character, and I wanted to unlock stable masters. That's really handy. So let's see. The giveaway for the Lively Slug account-wide code is about to close. So if you have not entered and you want to, now is your last chance. So type !giveaway and to enter. So we're about to draw. that was me doing a drum roll. So yeah, so like I could use this to run over here and like grab this milestone or, you know, whatever. And then I'm like, okay, now I want to go to Thorn's Hall. Okay, we have a winner. It is Ibiditali. All right, I'm going to go back to the festival. So, congratulations. Yay! Welcome to the world of slug ownership. They are such a funny pet. It amuses me every time. So, yay! Congratulations. Okay, so let's see. So now I could go up to like Thorin's Gate, and it would drop me off there again. Well, we've got about 15 minutes. Yeah, let's do a Steed of the White City. All right, we're going to do a Steed of the White City. Those are so pretty. So, okay, yeah, so here's like your regular Thorin's Stable Master, and then you've got your Festival Stable Master here. Now, the funny thing, though, is even though I'm unlocking this Festival one, next year he'll be like new to me again, which is very silly. But whatever. So, okay, so last giveaway before the end of my stream, because I'll be ending my stream in about 15-20 minutes. We're doing a Steed of the White City, and I'm pretty sure this is account-wide. So I think it was at one point just single, but then they were able to make it to be account-wide. So you want to type !giveaway in the chat. Now, I always recommend, though, just in case something goes wrong, that you always like put the code in on the character that you want it on in case something goes bad, right? So just take that little piece of advice just in case, because you want to make sure that you you get it where you want it, basically. Just in case or something. And you're like, oh no, it only did War 1. And you're like, okay, well, at least you have it where you want it. That was a great one I got. I got it when I had just made my first Bjorning. And it just looked really good having this Bjorning on this big white city steed riding around in Minas Tirith because the Midsummer Festival was on. It was great. Speaking of festivals and stuff, so I did bring a handful of things to the desk because I wanted to show you. Like I said, we live in the Netherlands, and everywhere you live, like, it's different things. But here, chocolates are a big deal, right? They do, and they make really lovely chocolates. Like, they're just so tasty. So earlier this month, we had Sinterklaas, and that's on January 5th is when the kids put out their shoes and all that stuff. So, so we had these little chocolate figures, which are, so Sinterklaas arrives in the Netherlands on a boat, and he brings like the presents and all of his helpers and stuff with him. So this is the chocolate of Sinterklaas on his boat, and it's layered. So each of those layers actually tastes slightly differently, and like the little buttons will come off in your mouth and stuff. It's fun. It's really tasty. So that's our Sinterklaas on the boat. Now he has a horse. His horse's name is Ozo Snell. It's a line in a song. Oh, nice. So Megan, you may have seen some of these. Megan says there's a city near them in Arkansas that has a large Dutch community and who celebrate things like this. So this is his horse that he rides in. There you go. You can see the horse's head. So you've got like the mane over here, and then there's the horse's mane, and then there's the horse's head. So that's Ozo Snell, probably, that he comes riding in on. Although it's possible the horse's name has changed over time. Okay, so that was Sinterklaas. That was earlier this month. But then Sinterklaas is over. We stocked up a little bit. And so now it is time for Christmas. And so there's a little bit more interaction with, they don't call him Santa Claus, they call him Kerstman. So the Kerstman comes. And so this is the Kerstman in chocolate also. Oops, let me turn it that way. There you go. There's your Kerstman. Also very tasty in his chocolate. Oh, Amerigo is the other one. Thank you. So I'm still learning all the names. And then here we have little snowmen done in white chocolate. And this one, they're actually called snow puppetjes. I love the word for snow here. It's snow. It's more in the back of the mouth. Snow puppetjes. I know, right? They're very precious. Megan says those are precious. They are also extremely delicious. So you can tell how far behind I am because for Sinterklaas, back at the beginning of the month, you get a letter, like the letter of the alphabet, your first letter of your name usually, in chocolate. So it's a chocolate letter. And so I still have one of mine still in the box that I haven't eaten. Now, a lot of times what happens, what we've discovered, is they run out of letters, and so you end up just picking other letters. Be like, you need a Z. There we go. There's a Z. Like, or is this letter like maybe in your middle name? Okay, yay, good job. So it's funny. Now we also got some marzipan. And so we've got two versions there, which I haven't actually gotten into yet when I need to. But we have our wild animal mix. Let me open this up, see if I can get the thing out of the way. The question is Zwarte Piet still a thing here, or are they too non-PC? So for those of you who aren't aware, Santa's helper was a fellow named Zwarte Piet, which is Black Pete, which was basically usually a person who had dressed up in very much of a caricature look with the big afro type wig, big lips, and black makeup on their face, which in America I would call that blackface. Which, being from America, I have a very different opinion about blackface than maybe your average Dutch person, because it's not the same history exactly. However, slavery is still a thing, so it existed in both places. So what has shifted over the last few years in the time that we have been here, and we've been here like 4.5 years, is that it's just peat. And it's usually, there's like patches of soot. So he's like sooty Pete. And I was watching, they have like a children's program on the TV, and like every day there's like the Sinterklaas news program, basically, the little news journal, and where they'll talk about, there's always some sort of a story. It's hilarious. So there's always some sort of like a little, oh no, this is catastrophically gone wrong, and how will we save the, Sinterklaas? And so this time, there was the boat he came over on, the Sinterklaas and all the Pete's were coming over on, had a bunch of holes, and so they're like trying to stop the water coming in the boat. And then I didn't see every single news program, so I kind of caught pieces of this went along. So then at one point they were trying to get them here by airplane, but then, so there's a labor shortage here and in many other countries as well. And so they usually bring in some of the current news somehow in there because the kids are hearing about it, so they might as well include it. And so like, they were missing a pilot Pete, so they couldn't get the plane over. And like some of the Pete's had boo-boos, and so they were missing like a Dr. Pete. And so they were like lining up and waiting and waiting and waiting for the Dr. Pete to come, and he wasn't coming. So that's kind of how they're working with the Pete character now. It was really cute because Sinterklaas came by and he's like, why are you all sitting outside the doctor's office? And they're like, we're waiting for Dr. Pete. And he's like, well, let me go in and check on him. And he goes in and there's no Dr. Pete. And there's a sign that's like, we need we're now hiring a Dr. Pete. If you want to apply, please talk to the head Pete. So Sinterklaas comes back out and he like kisses their boo-boos so they could go back to work. It was very cute. So anyway, so here's the wild animal marzipan that I have. So we've got like a lion there, and I think that's a gorilla up in the corner, and it looks like a kangaroo in the back corner. So yeah, so those are cute. And then the other marzipan I have is the border eye, which is the farmer, like the farm. So there's you've got your tractor, and then you've got some various farm animals in there as well. So that's where I find a lot of joy, I think, in the holidays, is in all the different candies and chocolates and various things you can get. So, okay, so yeah, you're welcome. Sauron's left eyebrow says, thanks for the Pete update. It's been a few years. Yeah, it's been interesting to watch the progression, and I'm really glad that most people are rolling with it, as it were. So, but yes, and then I'm not sure how they solved it, but yes, Sinterklaas got here, all the Pete's arrived, and they got presents out to all the children in time. So, yay! Unfortunately, unfortunately for me in terms of Sinterklaas storyline, we decided to go to the U.S. and visit family for Thanksgiving this year. And so once we left the week of Thanksgiving, and Sinterklaas is the first week of December. So that whole time I missed out on all those news, all the Sinterklaas Journal episodes. So I don't know how the story resolved itself, but I hear it did. I hear children got their presents. So, that's the important thing. Okay, so yes, giveaway reminder, we are doing a Steed of the White City. So make sure that you type !giveaway if you want to have a chance for that and you haven't won something else already today through my stream. Megan, your corgi's name is Curd. You can rename your pets. It is, here, to rename, it is /cpet rename, and then whatever you want their name to be. So there you go. I typed that in the chat for you, just in case there's anybody who doesn't have that off the top of their heads. I have renamed so many cosmetic pets that I usually remember the code for that, the action. There we are. Okay, so let's see. What else do we want to do? Oh, what we didn't do is Mara did ask us to go and do a mission. So let's go do a mission here, and that'll probably be close to one of the last things that we do. So I'm going to send myself off to Rivendell, because that one's the easiest way for me. Ah, thank you, Tellurian. For German, if it's a German client, you want to type that instead. ZWB Umbedenen. Ubedenen. What's ZWB stand for? I guess it's cosmetic pet in some way. So, cosmetic. Yeah, what does ZWB stand for? I'm trying to think of what it would be in Dutch. What would cosmetic pet be in Dutch? Oh, okay. It's a shortcut for Zeerwerk Begleiter. Begleiter? Begleiter. I'm trying to not do it with a Dutch accent, right? I'm sure you get to hear people doing German with a Dutch accent from time to time. Okay, so we are going to do one of these further adventures of Bilbo Baggins, and I'm going to choose number 7 because this is the one that I was talking about, where somebody was talking about earlier that number 1 is no fighting. Same with number 7. There's also no fighting, but I'm pretty sure that 7 is actually faster than
if you want to
1.
rescue Bilbo from Goblin Town.
So, because here's what we do, is we come in, we're like, yes, yes. He's like, here's what you're going to do. You need to find the key to get us into that gate over there. But first we have these goblins. And if the goblins see us, then we won't be able to search for the key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide here because our friend Celebrier is going to get the goblins' attention, run them off, and then I can go find the key and unlock the gate. Okay, cool. So B4 has posted that for a list of chat commands in English, German, and French, there is a list at that link. Awesome. All right, so yes, it's a shortcut for Zeerwerk Begleiter. All right. I hope that's close. Oh, I did a Dutch G. Well, at least I'm getting better at it. Okay, so now see he's running the goblins off. Hooray. So now I gotta go search for the spare key. The spare key is always in the same place. It is under a suspicious rock. It's under this suspicious rock. The third one. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if there's a third rock from the sun joke in there. All right, so we found the spare key. Now we run over to the gate. Unlock the gate. So for French, it's Caorn. Caorn. All right, so he led them on a merry chase. There'll be some time before they come back. The mission is complete. I grabbed my mission reward. Got some tokens. And we should return. So once we get back, we're going to talk to him. We turn it in. Finish now. Now I just need to go back and let my friend over back in Frostbluff know that I did a thing. So there we are. That is a remarkably cold-resistant slug, says Mandalier. Yes, it is. This slug can handle the hot, the cold, everything. He's an all-weather slug. So Tellurian says, I still ponder as well as what account info should do. I don't know. Like / account info? Alright, what does it do? Account info. It says account status is unavailable. Doesn't do anything. Alright, so here we go. I'm coming back to turn in a mission for good cheer. You sprint some Yule cheer, have you? Good job. It seems a stretch, but there we are. Okay, so let's give away this this Mount of the White City. So if you actually, you know what? Hang on. We could I could do one more instance. I'll do Storvagun. Do you want to do Storvagun with me?
Just setting stuff up, but I can probably do that.
Cool. Let's see. Should I invite you to the kinship then, or to the fellowship? That says kinship. What? Oh, because that's me. Ha! How about I invite you?
You should.
Instead of inviting myself. Yeah. Okay. So I'm the leader. Go me. All right. So we're going to go again to Instance Finder. Okay. So we're going to run this instance. And then after we're done, we're going to give away the steed of the White City. So make sure you put a exclamation point giveaway if you want to get in on that. Okay. So Boss from the Vaults, Storvagun. We're level 70 and 71. This is like a 6-person thing. So I was gonna do. Oh, you want to just do 50? Okay.
We can do it at 50.
We're gonna try it at 50. We're gonna kind of wimp it a little bit, but this way we have more of a chance of success. Okay, so let me do foods. And cool, you're doing hope. Awesome. I'll do light oil. And the reason I'm doing light oil is because Affadil does a lot of light buffing attacks. So my light oil seems to work well with that. Okay, so when you get into these that are boss fights, there'll be something like this, a podium, like memories of. And so it's kind of like, he must be defeated once more, you know, and then you're going to grab a thing, and it's got a little storyline going on to it. So you can check on that. Okay, I am ready to go. I will follow you. So it's good if you go in at the same time because the action will begin and you don't want to have somebody left behind. Okay, so they're going to have a little chat. I'm going to go into my... Oh, yeah. Go into my stance here. Oh, yeah. Tellurian was saying if you put in, like, account info, they're expecting something like free to play, premium, VIP, you know, something to come back. All right, so I'm going to burn hot once we get ready to hit him. But notice his bar is still green, so we can't attack him yet. So we got to wait till they're done talking. Yep. Bum, bum, bum. I did go ahead and dismiss my slug. I didn't want it to be distracting me. I brought out a cat for a minute. I'll show you the cats in a second. The coffers with the cats that you can get right now, where you get mithril coins and pets and stuff. Okay, here we go. Burn hot. Here we go. So I'm burning hot, and now I'm going to do a heart seeker on him. Boom. So what's going to happen is he's going to, well, I'm aggroed him, so he's going to come after me for sure. So now notice he's gone green for a second. We're going to have some ads coming. Oh, I think I'm right by the avalanche zone. I'm going to move over. Hey, thanks for that. So the ads are going to make this really difficult. So we want to definitely take those out if we can. Are you on healing or DPS? Okay, I'm going to switch over to self-heal then. So as a hunter, you can heal yourself in endurance stance with quick shot. So right now I'm just doing quick shot, you know, over and over again. And you'll notice my health bar went back up pretty fast. So that's a trick you can do if you're a hunter. I don't know how other characters, other classes do it, but if you're a hunter, that's a great way to be able to heal yourself and not have to rely, well, not have your rest of your party worried about you. Notice I'm down a third or so, so I'm just going to do some more quick shot. Oh, I would love to interrupt that though. Not sure if I did. I think I did, or maybe you did. Thanks for that. Ah, nice. Thank you. All right, so now I'm going to do like an area because we had some ads. So they may just be there. I know we had some ads around here. Also, the blood arrow has a chance of restoring morale. So that's a nice one to use as a hunter. Now, the cool thing is if there are ads out when Storvagun goes down, they will just disappear. I do have to be careful though to make sure he does not knock me off the edge. And he's down. Woot woot, Storvagun has been defeated. Yay! So there's a chest over here that you get. So don't open it just yet. Hang on. So the edge was over there. That's so you don't want to fall off of there. And the avalanche area was all along like this area, okay? So it's back here. So once you're done, yeah, we got the tinier trinket box because we did like tier 1. We didn't do a tier 2 with just 2 of us. So, and yeah, you just open it, and that's your festivity token box, so that's a good thing. And do we get anything else? What else do we get? Let's see. Yule tokens, festivity tokens. That looks like that's it. Sometimes there's drops. Is this where the jingle bell comes from? This might be where the jingle bell comes from. But you probably have to do it on level. And maybe tier 2? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that. All right, well, that wasn't bad at level 50. We could have done it higher. All right, so the Steed of the White City giveaway is about to close. So, drum roll. Yes, and in the chat, Sauron's left eyebrow. So is that Storva? I wondered what all the LFF was about. That is what it is. Yeah, okay, yes, there we go. Thank you. Manandler says if you do it at level 140, it can drop some really good bracelets, and that's why everybody wants to do it. Hey, do you have to do that at tier 2 or tier 3, Manandler, though? Here, let's go ahead and exit the instance. So just, so you just portrait exit. Oh, man, my portrait is really hard to get to. I can't find my little dot. Is that it? No? Oh man, how do you portrait exit if you can't click on your portrait? Oh, if I go back out that way? Okay, cool. I'm using the, what you call it? The UI skin. And something went wrong with it. And so your little portrait gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it becomes basically like nothing. No, it's not, it won't let me out. Huh. Okay, hold on. There's a way to fix this. Oh, what was it? Was it in UI settings, maybe? Ah, I can't remember what it's called. That's funny, I might be stuck in here forever.
But conceptually,
I can't, there was something where it turns off your portrait. Maybe it's, the word is portrait? Show floaty damage, no. 3D object, nope, it's neither of those. Frame, something about the frame. It's vitals to resize. But the problem is the UI is causing my little portrait to shrink. And so it's a little teeny dot somewhere up there in the corner right now. Little teeny, hey! Manandler was drawn from the giveaway. Congratulations. Okay, cool. So we think it might have to be tier 2 on Storvagan for the drop to occur. But yeah, it's a really nice jewelry item. I was thinking it was a pocket of it. Maybe it might be a bracelet. So anyway, there you go. Opponent vitals, companion vitals, raid vitals. What about my vitals? I still can't see the dot. Man, it's like gone.
solution.
What's that?
Would you like a solution?
Yes, please. Eh, what have I done? Oh no.
Stop there.
Okay. Now my screen is just that. Oh, I wonder if I could click on that. Nope. That's hilarious. I have to ask Weir Willow because I know she fixed hers. Well, basically what you have to do is you have to basically get rid of your portrait. So you don't have a portrait in there anymore. But I can't remember how to do that. Yeah, I know, right, Ginger? Oh, my. Okay, let me try it. Thank you. It might be that. Thank you, Talarian. I'll try that. If I can get back in there. Okay, so let's see. Advanced graphics, 3D object. Where is it? Oh, 3D object portraits. Okay, that might be it. There we go. Let's try that. Now I can click on my portrait. Because there's nothing there. I think that's what you have to do. I think you have to run without it. Because because if you run with it, it doesn't. It does that where it gets smaller and smaller and smaller every time you transition. I think it was. It's a crazy thing. Well, thanks for summoning me to the wherever we are. To Dunland. Thanks for summoning me to Dunland. All right. Bye. Are you off? Isengard bids 5. We just did that on here. What happens if you reactivate it? Let me see. I'm going to have to write this down, though, before I forget, because that's needed information. All right, so let's see. Yeah, 3D object portraits. Okay. If I reactivate it, it's gone. It's still having the problem that it's having, which is now it's taking up my entire screen. But I'll bet if I transition, hang on, let me go somewhere where I can go through a thing. Actually, I wonder if I could do it while I'm that way. Okay, hang on. Let me pull that back up because that's just hilarious. All right, so there we go. It's a very festive look, at least, right? So at least there's that. There we go. What happens if I turn around? It doesn't matter. All right, now, did it shrink? Not yet. But now I can't see anything. I can guide somewhat by what I'm doing here.
If that's the thumbnail of this video.
That'll be great for the thumbnail for this video. It's just this giant face in the middle. Giant pixelated face. I'm trying to go in the door. I don't know if I opened it or not. Hang on. I'm going to have to deactivate it so I can see. Okay. We're by the door. No, don't close the door. I need you. All right, there we go. Let's see if it's... Nope, it didn't shrink. It still didn't shrink. That's really funny. It's just stuck at that size right now. So there you go. It's a glitch. It's a known glitch. And unfortunately, it's the J.R.R. Skins collection. And I didn't have that problem previously. But the skins updated. And so now it's doing it for me as it was doing for other people as well. Unfortunately, I don't know what causes it, and they don't know what causes it. And so I was like, I wish I could go into the code and figure it out, but that has not, I'm not a coder. The person in the house who knows that sort of stuff is B4. But B4 is definitely more into plugins and not UI skins. So we'll have to, I don't know, maybe I can do a, there's that, comparing, there's a software that you use, what's it called, that comparing software? Beyond Compare. So Beyond Compare, you can take two different files and compare them against one another and see where the differences are. So there's a part of me that's like, well, what if I took, because I did save the old file just in case, you know, something went wrong. So I'm like, what if I take the old file and compare it to the current file? Maybe I could figure out where that problem is, but I don't know. Anyway, okay. Thank you all for helping me get out of that. That was amusing chaos, as it were. Oh, I was going to show you though real quick before I head off. So I'm going to head off soon, and I will let B4 get on with his streaming. But before I do that, I was going to show you real quick here in this instance finder. So Boss from the Vaults, that's what I'm clicked on here. There's your minimum because it starts off at mine, but that's interesting. It says minimum 70, but you can do it at level 50. Anyway, there it is, level 50. So you don't have an option on size. It is always a 6-person encounter, but you can do tier 1 or tier 2. And tier 2 is harder. It has, what are some of the effects? I think maybe the avalanches are harder, or you get more ads. I can't remember anymore. It's been a while since I've run a tier 2. So that's the difference with the more, like, you know, the harder one. With the easier one, or the more lighthearted one, I should say, the Battle at Frostbluff, you can choose the size 1, 2, 3, or 6, but there's no tier changes. So that's the differences. And each one of those has a separate festivity chest. Now, 2 of these share, I think it might be 2 and 3 share a chest, and then 6 has its own, and I think 1 has its own. It's either 1, 2 that shares or 2, 3 that shares. So you can get a handful of festivity tokens every day because you can run each one of those at its different level to get the festivity tokens. So at least you have that too. All right. Well, if there are no other last minute questions, then I think I will start wrapping it up here. I am here every Tuesday and having fun in Lord of the Rings online, causing problems on my screen, as you saw. But it's a fun time together, right? So I will be here next Tuesday. It'll be the new year. So yes, and the festival's last full day is Monday of next week. So if you're still doing festival and you want to make sure you get everything in, that will be your last chance, will be Monday. So make sure you get in and get everything done that you want to do on the festival. And then we will head into January and see where we want to go. I think we'll probably end up doing skirmishes and instances or something, but we'll see what happens. So if you have anything in particular you want to see on a Tuesday, let me know. I mean, I've done in streams where we just went and visited houses. That's always fun. And then, yes, in about 8 streams or so will be my 100th stream on this channel. So we'll do a bunch of giveaways on that day as well. So yeah, thank you all for coming along. This has been a fun time. It's always a fun time. I always have a good time here. Whether there's, 10 of us or 100 of us, I always have a good time. So I appreciate you all coming along and hanging out with me as well. All right, stick around. B4 is going to be on next, and he'll be doing a whole stream talking about Lotro plugins, and he will be doing some plugin development on screen. So if you have any questions about plugins, whether they be from a layperson or a technical perspective, all questions are welcome. And even if it's not about plugins, anything Lotro related is absolutely welcome. I'll be hanging out in the chat as well, so feel free to drop non-plugin related stuff because I'm really not up on the technical stuff. But I enjoy that he really enjoys it, so that's awesome. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the transition to the new year. And as always, remember to stay connected to the Hobbit side of your heart. Even you dwarves, I know you can do it. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.